What's up, everybody? We are back with another Pit Talk. Today we are with the revolutionary. You want SHELOVEXXO?
SHELOVEZXO? Yeah.
SHELOVEXXO. Okay. We're here with SHELOVEXXO today. Longtime friend, and goes
Yes,
way
sir.
back for real. So I'm excited to go ahead and start opening some pages today on them. So pause. But
You gotta keep that, bro.
so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with everybody real quick, man. Tell everybody who you are, name, age.
I'm SHELOVEZXO. Normally go by XO. I'm actually from EC. I just live in Virginia now. I'm an artist, songwriter. Working on engineering, producing again. I'm about to jump into fashion again, but mostly just artist. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you kind of name off like a lot of creative outlets. So I say you just create like multi-creative. What are you like most focused on right now?
the music,
The music.
100%.
I just saw the recent release of
Yes,
Alone on
sir.
Valentine's Day.
Yes, sir.
Man, how was the production on that, man? How was the development and stuff?
Uh, we worked on that project for a while. I was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to drop it last year,
Mm-hmm.
but I was under different management at the time, and they told me to like hold on it, sit on it for a bit. So then we went back and we worked on it, and shout out my engineer Lil stay loaded. But yeah, I told him, I was like, bro, I want to drop it this year. So we've been working on it the last few months. Some songs were kind of sitting in the cut for a little bit, and then we went through track list changes about, I want to say 4 or 5 times, because like some songs just didn't fit. But overall, I just kind of locked in, knocked everything out. The features are great. Shout out all the features. Shout out Jace, Dax, Jada, Paige, and my boy Mike. But yeah, a lot of people said that's like their favorite release from me, because like it was more like refreshing. Could normally I do like the lo-fi, but it was like pure R&B. So
Yeah,
that one
cause
was
I
fun to
mean,
do.
you was tapping into it, man. For real, you tapped into a lot of all different sounds and stuff. And before I go away from it, is it an album or EP?
EP.
EP, right? Yeah.
Album's coming
I'm
soon.
about to say 4 to 6 songs of EP, and then okay, yeah. So man, that was I enjoyed it, bro. For real, that was some great production, some great work, and I want to ask you up here, but I know it's gonna be we don't want to discuss too much stuff out there. You got anything else coming?
I'm actually dropping once a month till the album come out.
Once a month?
Once a month.
Oh,
So I'm about to
shoot.
drop in about, I don't know when this video is gonna come out, but I'm gonna drop in about 2, 3 weeks. I'm gonna do like 3, 4 singles, do a 2-pack, and then the album should be out roughly July timeframe.
You working with a filmmaker or a videographer?
I'm about to lock some in, but I'm still kind of looking because I'm real big on quality.
Yeah,
That's another reason
definitely.
I take so long with my music, because I want everything to be perfect.
Lord Ether, I recommend him. He's like has some great.
Ether goaded.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
might
shout out
be
Ether.
great with your visuals too, man. For real, that's what I can recommend.
That's about.
But as far as that, I want to ask you a question that correlates to how you create your music, which is another one of your hobbies is cars.
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask the biggest question: how is the car world helping you build music in your other world? Yeah, I guess your other music world,
Mm,
or does it help at all?
I would say it does. So like I got like 3, 4 playlists, and all of them are meant to be driven to. And so lately I kind of been trying to make mob music, like cruising music, and I actually got about 5, 6 songs that are kind of like static club potential. Because sometimes it's like, let's be real, most car people are like sad boys and sad girls. Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
Most people
okay.
use cars as an escape. So I use cars and music as an escape. So I
Yeah.
kind of try to put that into the music to where everyone can not only drive to it, but be able to sit home and relate to it. So cars definitely play a big part. I actually got 2 songs that sample the Z. Like I
Right.
have like
Yeah,
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 yeah. Matter of fact, I did play them
yeah,
for you. I got a couple.
yeah.
So
Like I said, it's a cool ass combination using that stuff, man. For real, using those two elements together, it's a big fire. That's a big fire, bro. And
appreciate it, bro.
not alone. You want to discuss or get into your clothing creation also?
I don't want to say too much on it, but shout out Classic Mark B. He's a artist, engineer, producer, and he's a fashion designer. He has a clothing brand called House of Awe, and I've been tapping in with him because he like makes all his own stuff. So kind of like similar with you, but he does like embroidery. He does like bags. I think he has like ashtrays on the rail. Like he does like everything. So imagine like Pit Club with like what Kalia got going on. Shout out Kalia.
Yeah, shout out
He
to
does like everything. So me and
That's
him been talking about designs and like who he goes to as far as getting all the right materials because he's real big on quality. So
Well, I'm just getting a heads up. Um, People out here in the low world, we need
Yeah.
nice ashtrays in the car.
I got you,
If we
bro.
can, somebody out there can innovate a product like that.
I got y'all.
Yeah. So I mean, it's those cups and stuff out right now, but come on, let's get creative with it a little bit more. So I wanna, dude, like I said, that's a cool ass combination. So what type of music do you like to ride out to?
It depends on my mood. My no skip playlist is a mixture of. I'm just gonna list off artists. It'll be easier. Trippie Redd, Juice, Drake. I got some Dom Kennedy, Brent Fayez. Of course, I got my music in there. Shout out Nolan B. Rollin. He makes like I don't know how to explain it, but like it's like he literally makes car music. Like he references hella builds. He references like what's my favorite song with him? R34 off I think it's Ultra Beam Man. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Ultra Beam Man. But I kind of like to listen to like a mixture of like sad music with like upbeat music. Like I'll probably put my playlist. I'll probably send it to you later so you can put it in the link. But feel good music mixed with like sad boy music, really.
Okay. That's what's up. And let alone that, just like you said, that's just building legacy right there, man. That's building your own type of storyboard, and I think that's really cool. So, do you feel like you have a legacy right now?
I feel like where I'm at right now, I want to say yes, but no at the same time. Like I feel like I've solidified myself in the music scene, cause like you've been here since the jump, since like Dead Boy Hours and all that. But I still feel like I still got a lot of room to improve. I don't necessarily feel like I have to like prove myself to people. It's more so prove myself to myself. Cause like there's always like that little self doubt, like this ain't it, and then like other people will hear it. And I'm like, yo, like I really love this. Like this really did something for me. So sometimes there's that self doubt I got to get over. But overall artistry from my catalog to now, if there was like a top 5 for EC, like I'm probably like realistically I'd say I'm like top 3.
Okay, that's what's up. That's yeah. Okay, whoa, for real. I follow behind that, man. I just had a question. Actually, yeah, that's what it was. You have any like tips for people out there trying to create music?
Be yourself. That's the biggest thing. Be yourself 100%. Don't fake it. And it's like okay to put like pain in music. I feel like a lot of people are like scared to. I'm seeing more and more rappers, not a whole lot of singers. And I remember like when I first started personally, like a lot of people didn't listen to me as much because I don't make. You listen to everyone down here, and then you listen to me, and I don't sound like I'm from here. Same thing in Virginia. Like I don't really fit in necessarily, but like I stand out. So don't be scared to put whatever's on your heart and mind into your music. And then biggest thing, find an engineer / producer and then build with them. Because I've been using the same engineer for 2 years. Shout out Lil. He's seen my sound. He understands the assignment every time I bring up a song idea to him. Like we talk like every single day. So and we record like on the regular. So don't be afraid to be inspired by someone. Just don't bite their sound. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people start off and then they get the whole. There's nothing wrong with being compared to someone, but when it's like, oh, this person was just a mini so-and-so, that's when it's like, okay, you need to switch it up. So definitely don't be scared to be inspired. Don't be scared to be yourself, and make sure you lock in with someone who understands the vision and wants what's best for you.
That's sick. That's sick, man. That's real sick, bro. I hope everybody out there can probably use those for like an advantage or something, man. For real. I remember how you was earlier talking about how you held on to the EP due to your label. How does label interaction kind of affect artists?
It can help and hurt you. So I was just like under management. I wasn't like necessarily signed, and like they kind of like showed me the ropes to doing a lot of stuff that like a lot of people don't know. But a lot of the stuff that I've learned, you can honestly just look up. Like getting all your royalties right, making sure you got a PRO, making sure you got your sound exchange, your song trust, your ASCAP, BMI, make sure your splits are good, your royalties are good, your publishing's good. But as far as releases, like it'd be a lot of times I don't want to put something out, and then they'd be like, "Nah, this shit cool, but nah, this ain't it." So like end of it, the song I put out last year, that almost didn't come out. Because he wanted me to put out, remember that Rage song I showed you? He wanted me to drop that, and I was like, nah, bro, it's not perfect. Because when did I drop? March of last year? I was like, I'm about to drop like a Rage song at the top of the year when it's still cold outside. I was like, this is like a chill R&B, borderline hyperpop song. I go off weather too. So like throughout the year, you'll see my vibes change as it gets hotter and
I was
hotter
about to
outside.
say, it sounds like you use the environments around you more than anything too to map out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I would highly recommend avoiding labels unless it makes sense. Like me personally, I'd rather do like a distribution deal to where like they just pretty much push the music and then I keep all my creative control.
Okay.
Or if I was to sign a major label, I'm not really big on advances because like I have my own bag. But if I was to take an advance, the numbers got to be right, and not just that, but the splits between the label and the artist. So like realistically, if you're taking anything more than like 25 to 30% on my music, you look, you taking too much. But like it's beneficial because like you can get cheaper studio time, or you can get free studio time. You might be able to get features at a discounted rate or for free that you might not have been able to. Normally they'll help out with like playlisting, PR, but a lot of stuff you can do by yourself. I've been completely independent for about a year. Yeah, so like it's been about a year that since I've like broke off from management and kind of just been doing my own thing.
You have a home studio.
No, I'm actually recording up in Hampton right now, but when I move to Richmond, we're gonna put a home studio in the home.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Speaking of studios, how important is the studio environment when you're recording?
For me, I used to like invite like hella people to my sessions. Like this is like early 2020. And then after a while, I was like, it's a distraction because like, some people be bringing their shorties and they got issues in the booth, or some people procrastinate. It's been times I brought other artists into the studio to record, and then they'll take up like hella times, and I gotta buy more hours. But now I just bring myself, and then I got two other producers. Shout out Key, shout out Beatman. I'll hit them up, they'll pull up, and normally my songs aren't really planned. Sometimes they are, but like normally I'll kind of have a beat already picked out, and sometimes I'll just tell a little, hey, just like play whatever you think I sound good on, and then we'll get it recorded.
Speaking of how you plan it out, how does your production work when creating a song or
So
creating any
just like the creative process in general.
creative process in general about your music?
So usually Lil literally sent me like a folder full of beats, and like I'll go through that folder, and it's like, try not to exaggerate, a minimum of like 200-300 beats in there. And I'll go through, and if I don't make the stank face within like the first 5 seconds, I'm like, this ain't it. Because there's a certain way I have to feel in order for me to hop on it. And then I personally don't write. I literally just punch in. Now, there's nothing wrong with punching
What do you
in.
mean? What's the difference between writing and punching in?
So writing is like you sit down, you actually write out the hook, write out the bars. Punching in is like you literally go in and it's essentially freestyling, but like you'll punch in different bars. So for me, I'll just go in and I'll like harmonize. I normally freestyle a couple melodies until I find one that sounds right,
Okay.
and then I'll turn that into words, and then normally the verse comes naturally. There's nothing wrong with punching in, but please don't go in there and not be talking about shit. Like
Okay.
you can tell normally when most people don't write. It's not hard to tell when someone took their time versus someone just kind of went in there and wasted their time. But I would
That's
say
interesting.
writing would be better because you'll waste less time working on the song because you already have everything written out. So, but me personally, I'll punch in. I haven't really wrote in several months.
That's really interesting. Cause the way I edit, I use a song first. I need to hear the song at least so I can picture like what does the visuals need to look like. What is the visuals going to look like? So that's interesting to see how the beat is really important first. It's like the foundation of everything. That's dope. That's really dope to realize that. So it's like different. It's just a different plant and growing at a different. I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty dope, though, man. Yeah, the political.
The try the
Hold up. Did you know we're on Patreon? Download Patreon. Look for us on the app. Look for our tiers. It's only $3 a month. No parking and other exclusive content will only be posted on our Patreon. I want to get into some more different side of the interview. It's more focused on life questions and stuff. But I want to ask you real quick. What is your dream build?
Dream build,
As in cars for everybody's watching.
cars. I really, really want to get. Remember, I had a 300. I want to get another 300, but I want it to be a TT. I want a 94 TT. I'd probably swap the turbos out with HKS turbos. I'll probably do a full HKS exhaust or maybe a Z1 exhaust. Obviously, coilovers, static voice for life. Wheels. I like my monoblock wheels. So I put some tandems up there, probably like 18 by 10.5 plus 12 offset. Probably put them on some Federal tires. Color, probably like that marine red that's kind of like borderline burgundy. And then the only other one, the 370 that I'm about to get, this one's an auto because I plan on supercharging it. I think I'm gonna go Stilling route. Exhaust, probably RZG. Shout out RZG Motorsports, Carolina type shit. Coilovers, I'll probably do custom Fortunatos. Probably shoot for like 30K spring rate. Stiff enough for me to be laying frame. You know how I am, bro.
It's crazy.
And then wheels. I would do 3-piece. I'd probably do LX. I think they're called LXZs. Are those weds or crayons? I think those are weds. Don't quote me. I'm kind of rusting on my wheels.
Where did the inspiration come from for these dream builds?
Really? Yeah, I went to my first car show with y'all, remember? Back in, was that 2019? Before I bought my 350, the StanceCon?
Was that Springfest?
No, it was StanceCon. It was like August. Because that's when we came up with the Dead Boy season shit.
Where was it?
I think it was Virginia Beach.
It had to be in Virginia because we were posting shit down here.
I had, that's when I still had the TC. You had the, damn, you had the TC. JoJo was whipping the hatch. Who else went with us? Nick had the Miata. Tommy was riding with Tristan in the Mustang, I think.
Or so that's
Yeah,
that type of era. Okay.
but yeah, cause I'm one of them kids. I didn't even get in the cars till like a little bit later. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
I grew up and like my dad was in the cars real heavy, but like it wouldn't really pique my interest. And then my stepdad, he fucks with trucks heavy. Like he loves his like old school box Chevys. But like as far as like static cars, I ain't even really get into that until we went to that show. And then I was like, damn, this shit clean. So when I got my 350, I was just like, fuck it, put it on the ground, tune the bitch, be ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
So
Enjoy.
enjoy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Um, Aside from that, what area of your life do you need to focus on?
I want to focus on like I want to focus on spiritual this year, cause I've like fell back from spirituality a lot over the years, cause like I've been through like a lot of crazy shit. I done been like backdoored a lot of times, and then just like losing people close to me kind of fucked me up a bit, and I kind of just like stopped going to church for a hot minute. I think my first time going back to church was like 2, 3 months ago. I think I went for like 1 or 2 Sundays. Then I kind of like fell back again. Then I visited. One of my homies invited me to church. I pulled up. But just more so like getting reconnected with God, you know? Because it's like God done did so much for me in my life. I feel like it'd be wrong of me not to get back close to Him, you know? Like every everything you have in life is like not owed to you. Life isn't owed to you. Family isn't owed to you. Love isn't owed to you. So it's like that's probably one of my biggest goals for this year is to get back right spiritually, and then work on the mental. Cause my mental been like dog shit. It's gotten better over the years, but I've definitely crashed out and hit rock bottom probably like 3, 4 times in the last few years. So just trying to get back right in those areas. And that's another reason why the music, a lot of people say the music, it feels like raw because like I put everything into the music. I took a break from cars, so I put everything into the music. And then that's kind of the same thing with the album. The album's going to be more personal versus kind of like the general love songs. It'll be more personal as to like everything that I'm going through at this stage of my life. So spirituality is the biggest thing for me this year. That and working on the mental.
Um, you say you had to let go of the cars and focus on the music real quick. What can you let go of this year to make space for something better?
Mm, I don't really think there's anything for me to let go of because I fell back so much off a lot of stuff. Like I really fell back off the cars. There was a point in time I fell back off the music. People didn't notice because like I was still putting out music, but like I was going like months without recording. Like I would
Mm-hmm.
just like wake up, go to work, come home, and just like stay to myself. Like I still link up with the homies every now and then, but it's not often.
How important is moments like that when you have to like kind of sort of hibernate yourself? Like, do you? A lot of people see those moments as laziness, or sometimes I see it as recharging your battery real quick.
So for me, it's more so to like stay to myself and like just think about everything that's going on. Cause like life kind of moves fast when you get older. Like you've seen it, bro. Life
Mm-hmm.
goes by fast,
It does.
and it's like I feel like sometimes people don't take enough time to really step back and think about everything that's going on, everything they've done, everything that's happened to them, the things that they want to do. So like you know me, like last year I took a lot of breaks from social media. Like I would just take my page down and just like chill, stay to myself. But this year I was like, you know, I'll keep my page up mainly because I'm gonna be more consistent with the music, and you know I want to still be there not only for my friends but my fans as well. Because the fan base has been growing, and there's like a lot of people reaching out to me because they're like, yo, I can tell like you understand some of the shit that I'm going through. So more so being there for others. I'm gonna always be there for myself. 'Cause I always put myself first, but I still want to be able to be there for other people who might need me. I don't want to like revoke access just because I'm going through something. But at the same time, I'm not going to be, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like a leaking water bucket
Oh yeah, okay.
because you never want to pour out so much that you can't refill. So, yeah, that's what I think about that.
Static, man. It's something real versatile to think about, to be honest, for real. Man, so you're about to start dropping stuff every month up to the album. As far as everything else goes, and you've been doing good, trying to get good mentally. Man, seems like, bro, you just been experiencing life, enjoying it, making it what it is.
I mean, the most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Only get one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to look back. That's another reason I wanted to like focus on the music a lot this year. 'Cause I never want to look back when I'm like 30, 35 and be like, I was this close.
So, from 5 years from now, and you watch this video again, what would you want to tell yourself right now that's watching?
I'm glad you didn't give up. Not just music, but life. 'Cause life be hard, bro. I
It
feel
does.
like people. I feel like a lot of people try to mask it. Don't get me wrong, like, I be masking that shit a lot. People be asking me if I'm straight. I'm like, yeah, I'm straight whole time. I be hurting like a motherfucker. Moms be asking me if I'm straight, 'cause like she knows me good, 'cause it's my mom's, and she can tell like I be going through shit, and I just don't like having her worried and stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I really be keeping a lot of shit to myself. I know it's not really like healthy, but I kind of hate opening up to people, because I feel like at the end of the day, no one's necessarily gonna understand what you're going through. Now, obviously, everyone has their own hurt, they got their own pain, but no one really understands what you're going through, because they have different experiences. Like, what I go through might be relatable for someone, but no one can ever be like, I've been in his shoes.
Can you help by giving a tip to people? What have you done to kind of help your mental?
Biggest thing, I think the best thing I did, finding healthy habits. 'Cause I feel like that's why some people crash out. They find unhealthy habits that can become addicting for all the wrong reasons. And then the moment they're unable to obtain whatever feeling they were going for, they crash out. So healthy habits don't numb yourself through the pain. And then reaching out to people. I got like maybe 3 people that like I can reach out to if like I'm really, really going through it, and like we'll just chop it up about everything. They'll hear me out, they'll listen, and then they'll try to put the situation to a different perspective. So I'm not looking at it as, why is this happening to me? More so, what can I do to get out of it and learn from it, and try to not necessarily avoid it from happening, because obviously there's some things in life that are unpreventable, but to better cope with certain situations. So having friends is important. Check on your friends. That's major.
Yeah.
Check on your friends.
Man. Well, we're gonna end up closing this out real quick, bro. I want you to give a positive message to the world out there, man, for real.
Now I gotta really think about what I want to say. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Understand that this is your life, not nobody else's life. If there's something that you're truly passionate about, chase it. If it seems like it's impossible for you to achieve something, that gives you all the more reason to do it. Because then you can look back and be like, I did this. And like I said earlier, I'm going all in with everything I'm doing, because I don't want to look back on my life 5, 10 years from now and be like, I really could have done X, Y, and Z. but I gave up because it didn't look like it was gonna fall through. They always say right when you give up is normally when you're gonna break through. So keep your head up, check on your friends, and keep putting yourself first.
Man, it got me tearing up in the line, bro. Like, you got some powerful stuff, bro, today, man, for real. And forever, to be honest, bro. Any shout outs?
Shout out, shout out Lil Stay Loaded. That's my engineer producer. Shout out Key, producer. Shout out Beat Me and Go Crazy. That's my dog. Also another one of my producers, but he been in the game for a very long time, and it's times we don't even talk about the music. We just talk about life. Shout out Jace. That's my nigga, bro. Probably one of my favorite Virginia artists. And shout out Trez for sure. That's my twin. Shout out Five. You know what's going on. And shout out Tay, bro. Shout out OT on Tay, bro. Bro he been stepping. I've been seeing all the moves he been putting on. I'm glad he didn't give up on the music. So shout out Tay, bro.
Like I said, dude, you got a lot of powerful stuff today. A lot of stuff you said today, a lot of stuff I needed to hear. So that being said, thank you to everybody that was watching today. Godspeed to y'all. Stay positive, keep your head up, and we'll see you on the next one.